Oh god. It's been a while since I've been live and my whole setup is not the same. But that's okay. Alright, so let's move this over here. Shoot. Sorry, I should have done this before. I just was not prepared. Alright. Where's my dice? There they are. Hello. If you're new to this, it's Mixed Media Monday. It's Tuesday, but we're just going to pretend it's Monday. It feels like a Monday. In fact, the entire month of January feels like the Monday of all the months. So it's infinitely Monday. So anyway, I have this art dice that I bought. I forget who makes this. I think it's Two Tumbleweeds, and they make other ones too. They make foodie dice and just like random things that you can. The foodie dice are like just like this, but they have different foods on them, and then you have to make a recipe. That's a recipe for disaster for me. I'm an artist. I'm not a chef, so I roll these dice, and they tell me what subject matter to paint, paint or draw. I can use. Sometimes I use charcoal. Sometimes I use all kinds of stuff. Actually, I just forgot to grab it. Let me grab it. Okay. So there's all my pencil supplies. I have markers, watercolor crayons. I have pastels. I found some watercolor that's like in the tube instead of what I've been using, which I can't find that right now either, so that's fun. I'm sure it's somewhere. I don't know where it is. But anyway, that's what I'm doing. And let me get started just a second. Let me find my other watercolors before it drives me nuts. Oh, crap. That's not really that big of a deal. It's okay. I'll be fine. I just kind of like to have them, you know? You ever have that feeling? Sorry, one moment. Ugh. Okay, there they are. I mean, they're the viral TikTok ones, so might as well. Okay, so let me see. Before I get started, I usually like to pick at least 3 colors, 2 or 3 colors, something like that. So it tells me the color, the subject matter, and the media. And I usually roll this dice. This is the media. I roll this one at least twice because it's mixed media. You get it? You understand? You get it? Just kidding. I'm so silly. Okay. I apologize for my unboxing videos. I don't really apologize. I like doing them, but they are definitely in my silly goose era. Let's just say that. But it just shows off more of my personality. So hopefully that's acceptable. But yeah, I found this cleaning and I found some of these ones. These are watercolors. They're in the tube. It's a Michael's brand, so obviously I wasn't really trying to spend a lot of money, but it's still fun. It might be fun to play around with. I also have the better brand of them. I forget, Royal Nickel or something. Anyway, so I can add that to the mix. Let me, I usually like to start with watercolor paper, even if I'm doing charcoal, because watercolor paper is stiffer and it's easier to handle, take off, show off at the end. So let me just tape off a border of watercolor paper before I even know where I'm going, what I'm going to be doing. And of course, if you like what you see, please go ahead and like and subscribe. Lately, my channel has been all about mini brands, but I am not exclusively mini brands. I do art. I am thinking about doing some art, mini brand art type of thing. Although, like mini brands, they are exciting because they look like other things. I don't know what I would do with, how would I make art out of mini brands, but I am happy and open to trying. Sorry. So anyway, that's what I'm doing. Okay. So let me just point you guys down here towards my paper. Not that my big dumb face isn't entertaining, but this is for art. If you'd like to see my big dumb face, I am fine to show it upon request. All right, so here we go. These are the dice I have. This is the media one. I just explained that. There's one of the color ones. I have 2 color ones. No, yes. And these are all subject matters. Hello. Where's the bookcase? Oh, you came for the bookcase. Okay, let me get the bookcase. It's actually in the bedroom, but I just I put it on my short. I'm gonna put it on my short every day until we sell them. It's just my thing. But thank you so much for coming by. Does everybody want to see the bookcase? I don't mind. It's just the thing is about the bookcase. I already have books in there. I don't want to drop them. Like we're still working on it. It's a prototype. But I can definitely bring it over if you want. Be right back. Very, very carefully. I did it well. I think I did a good job. I didn't drop anything on the way over. Exciting. But yeah, there's my bookcase made by the gentleman who you just see here, Doyle's Rules. Made this, and we're going to make more. Look how cool it is. It spins. Each individual spins, I believe, but it's like you can still spin them all together. I have a rotating bookcase that is for actual books, and it does the same thing. So I think this is so cool. Yeah, I didn't get anything. When I did my opening today, I didn't get any new ones, but that's okay. I'm just demonstrating that we do have plenty of room for duplicates. I put 2 of the Clueless books, where did it go? In here, right there. So that was fun. So thank you so much, sir. Brandon is working very hard, and we're going to sell these either at a craft fair or online. We'll probably start with online. And I am just so excited for how this turned out. And he did it so quickly, too. It was awesome. I am extremely impressed, but I always am. So anyway, that is that. In case anybody wants to talk mini brands, it's over there. Oh, goodness, I just dropped one. Okay, so anyway, where was I? I'm sorry. I should have started with that. I feel bad. But anyway, that is, so these are the 2 colors that I'm going to use. And then I was going to explain what they mean, but it doesn't matter. You'll find out as we go. So let's do, should we do 2 subject matters or just 1? I think I should just do 1 because it's been a while since I did this. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I wish I controlled the YouTubes. I don't know why that keeps happening. Okay, so this one is more like outdoorsy type of thing. So I guess I could do 2. I'll do these 2. This one has like the foreground subject matter. This one has the background. I will do, yeah, I'll just shake those first. I just got a text from my friend Becca, and she said, dude, how many mini brands do you have? That was just a really, really fun, timely text to get. I have a lot. So if there's like 40 things to collect, I have all but 8. So I don't know, do that math. Okay, so I can draw a mountain and people on a mountain, stuff like that. Okay, let's do, what colors do I get to use? Oh, I'm sorry. Hang on, let's show the bookcase again because Brandon did not get to see it. Oh, goodness, there it is. These are all my books. So I like saved some duplicates. I didn't put all my duplicates in there, but they do have plenty of room for them. And so when I did my mini brands opening today, I did not get anything new, but I put it on there that it holds duplicates. See, there's 2 Clueless books in there, and it spins. I think I'm just super, super impressed by this. I think this is incredible. And he came up with it so quickly, you know. Brennan he's just such a genius. He's just such a little genius. He's a leprechaun genius. I don't know if that means anything to anybody, but I'm trying to be nice. Anyway, I do, but I am really, really impressed, and I'm very happy with this. So thank you very much. I'm going to continue to show this every day until we sell them. We're probably going to start with selling them online, and then we'll probably move on. I haven't registered for a craft fair yet this year, but I was kicking around some ideas of which one I was going to ask for input for Brandon, my little partner, if we can, because I mean, it depends how long we want. Like, I can do it myself too. I just prefer to go with somebody else. The cheaper ones, the cheaper Comic Cons, are not immediately in the DC area, and that should surprise nobody. But I found one in Fairfax that I kind of like, and I was thinking about Hagerstown, but that's a little far away. I'm not sure. Well, I'm still thinking about it. But yeah, here's the bookcase. Look how cool. It's awesome. Alrighty. So what did I just roll? I rolled People and Mountain. Oh goodness. Brandon has its own YouTube channel in case anybody's curious. If he would like, I can link to it. Oh my gosh. Maya's here, everybody. Maya is here. And she is her own little star of the show, isn't she? She starred in my last unboxing, pretty much. She is jealous because Mo got a lot of attention from my channel, but she's still a cute little kitty. I mean, it's apples and oranges. It's cats and dogs. She's my favorite cat. He's my favorite dog. That's the way it is. I know. Oh my God. I hope everybody saw that Andy Cohen thing on New Year's Eve, because I can't even imagine like living through, like, there's a lot of things that come back to haunt you, but that one I'm sure is gonna be a thing. It's funny. So anyway, there's that. And what was I doing? Colors, that's right. Her name is Maya. We don't need to name her. She's already got a name. She wants everybody to know her name is Maya. And that she's the cutest, sweetest, most adorable feline in the universe. And she's also very furry. Very, very furry. What do you think, Maya? Colors. I got black and white and blue. So that's great. Let's see. Maya, honestly, you're in the way. This is a picture I drew of a cat. It looks very 3D. It's like pops out of the page. Incredible. All right. First media. Sorry, hold on. Charcoal, my favorite. Oh, God. All right, let me write it down. Hold on. I'm really not a big fan of charcoal. I don't like the way it feels in my hands. I suppose it's a texture thing. I don't know, but it's fine. So I'm going to write it down so I don't forget. We have charcoal. Maya, honestly, you're in the way. You're in the way. Black and white, mountain people. Maya, you're in the way. You're so in the way, sweet girl. You are so in the way. I'm going to write them over here since she wants to be there. And white and blue. I draw people and a mountain. I'm not a big fan of drawing people. It's difficult, in my opinion, but I will do my best. I can also draw, I was thinking something. That's a good idea, actually. All right, so anyway, there's that. And then I need to do one more media, and it cannot be charcoal. So if it rolls charcoal, I have to roll again. Markers, ink. All right. Glad I did not have to roll again. Markers and ink. Ink and markers, the end. Okay. So something came to mind just a second ago when I was, and I don't usually draw things that are based off of characters, at least not, I try not to. I like to, though. Actually, I was cleaning today and I found a pair of shoes that I never sold, and I think they were supposed to be sold, but I never really got to look. Lilo and Stitch, everybody. Just so everybody knows that I can do characters. If you guys feel like you want me to, I can. It might be difficult to advertise them, but I can definitely do it. I can do it on my channel. I don't care. So if anybody would like a certain character design, please go ahead and message me. Send me a message, either Etsy here or Instagram, doesn't matter. And I will work something out with you. Okay, so anyway, that came to mind because I was thinking about, did anybody see that episode of Doug? Like there's an episode of Doug, and like Patty Mayonnaise painted this picture of, it looked like an old woman. I mean, it looked like a mountain, but it was an old woman. It was her grandmother. That's kind of what I'm thinking about doing right now. It would just amuse the heck out of me. So, but when you do two medias, I'm trying to think. So you do two media, and oh my God, Maya, honestly. So I would do markers first, and then I would do the charcoal on top, because the charcoal would, flake off. Not flake off, but what's it called? Smudge. That's the word. Okay, so let's do some markers first. If I ever have a place to find them. Here they are. Markers. I can use blue, black, and white, so that kind of limits some things. Blue. I don't have any black, really? I don't? I must. There's got to be a black marker around here somewhere, or at least a black pen. I don't know. That's weird. Crayola doesn't like to have, black. They are all about the colors, All right, let's see here. I can do charcoal for black. I must have some more black, though, somewhere. And I have 2 pens over here I have these, like, doodling pens. These count. All right. Okay. Oh my God, I can't get it out. This is like torture. Come on. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna like ruin my nails. I just painted them. There we go. When in doubt, use an extra sharp object, or at least a pointy one. Excuse me, honey. You have already starred in one of my videos. You do not need to star in every single one. No, you don't. But you're cute. Tell everybody how cute you are. Say I'm adorable. We're kind of in hibernation mode because it's so cold outside. I don't like to turn the heat on in my apartment because it gets to be too hot. It's like an inferno in here. I'm on the top floor, so it's like heat rises, and I don't want to, I don't know. So I have this unpopular opinion that air conditioning should be year round, but heat does not need to be. So heat doesn't even have to be in the colder months. At least not up here. So anyway, I'm a little cold. We're a little chilly. So we've just been sort of hibernating all day and relaxing. I'm trying to read this book that I don't like. It's going to be my first book of 2024. I was warned that I wouldn't like it by all of my groups that like thrillers. It is by by an author that I love a book that she did, and I read that last year called Local Woman Missing, but it's her new book. It's not as good. It's hard to get into. I've been like reading it and falling asleep, and then reading it and then falling asleep. And Maya's just been taking full advantage of that. Just been on my lap all day, haven't you? I go back to work tomorrow, so whenever. Scooch. All right. So we have drawn people in a mountain, and I'm going to combine them. I'm pretty sure that's what I want to do anyway with black and blue. So I'm going to draw just like in that Doug episode of Doug. Actually, let me move the camera around if possible. Let's see if I can move it around so you can see this way. There we go. Sorry about the cords, kind of in the way, but I want to draw like it's like a mountain, and it's also a woman, like an old woman, just like in that episode of Doug. That's the first thing that came to mind, which shows how cultured I am. Not really, but it's okay. I really like 90s stuff. I guess that's just the way it is. Yep. Trying to hold it up so you guys can see what I'm doing. I'm doing this from memory, so I don't know if I'm doing this the way it actually looked. I could use a reference, but what's the fun in that? All right, I'll use a reference. It just makes me feel weird when I don't. But hold on. Let me see if I can find it. Sorry, hold on 1 moment so I don't have an arm in the middle of everything. All right. No, Doug is not very well known for it's weird. All right. Cartoon. There we go. You can't just type Doug in Google Images and come up with Doug the cartoon. You have to type Doug the cartoon. Actually, it's okay. I'm just going to do this from memory, just like I said I was going to, because it's going to be too hard to find. Going to take up too much time. Ain't nobody got time for that. remember, like, he's like, oh, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful mountain. What? It's not a mountain, Doug. It's my grandmother. I have to draw people in a mountain, so this is what I came up with first. I don't know, man. I don't know what it's weird in there. It's weird in that brain of mine. I do like to draw pen sketches. I used to hate it when I was growing up and trying to learn how to draw. I was like, no, pencil's better. You can erase. I don't like to erase anymore. It just makes me feel like everything's impermanent, and I like to have something down, and I'm like, nope, I have to like improvise and see where this takes me. I can't erase. It's just once the line is down, it's down forever, and that's how. I that's how I like it. I just like to continue to evolve my drawings instead of just, I don't know, instead of trying to make something perfect, because nothing's perfect. You got to stop being a perfectionist if you want to be an artist. That was something I had learned the hard way. So I'm going to put mountains in the back, like actual mountains besides the old woman mountain. I'm pretty sure that's how, no, it's not. I think it was just the grandmother by herself, but that's okay. I'm going to do it this way because this is my drawing and I do what I want. Mine's back from outer space. Aren't you? You're back from outer space? Nobody can see anything, lady. Nobody can see anything. Name that. Posse! Good Lord, Andy Cohen. Andy and Anderson, you never know. Never know with those two. Okay. So, mountains in the back of this old woman who is also shaped like a mountain. Hold it up a little bit because there's a glare. See if you guys can see better. Or maybe I can turn it that way. And yeah, that's probably better. Oh, God. Wish I could put an easel up, I think, and do it that way. That might be, hold on, that's brilliant ideas. Suddenly, she thought of an idea. Of course I put it away, of course, because I didn't need it. I don't need easels. Ugh. All right. No, I typically do not draw or paint on easels. It's not, I used to do it when I was in school and I had to, but now that I'm not in school anymore, I'm like, no, that's harder. I prefer to do it at level, but for this purpose, I think I'm going to take my little tabletop easel so everybody can see my drawing better. It's genius. It's genius, I tell you. All right, if it works, only if it works. So now I have to angle the camera differently. Oh, that's better. That's actually not bad at all. All right, so let's do this. So now so this is supposed to be an old woman. I mean, a person. It doesn't have to be an old woman. I'm making an old woman. It's from that show, that Doug show, the Nicktoon from the 90s. Patty Mayonnaise drew an old woman, and everybody thought it was a mountain. So I'm supposed to draw people and a mountain, and this is what I chose to do. Mountain. So I'm doing like a couple of different things. Let's do some more colors. I can use all the blues. I can use black and white. But I want to start with, and then charcoal is probably going to be my black because I don't have any black. I must have black markers somewhere, but it's not necessary. I can do it for the other one. I don't know why I never thought of this before. This is crazy. I feel kind of embarrassed that I didn't think of this before, but we live and we learn. It's January. It's time to experience new things, stuff like that. I'm doing this from memory. I don't remember exactly what it looked like. I'm just drawing for drawing's sake, art for art's sake, kind of a thing. working on just like shading a little bit because once I do the charcoal, I have to be done with the color. So I can only use blue and black and white. So shade a little bit. I do need a face for this thing, otherwise it's not really a person. You know what I'm saying? So how do I draw faces? Well, should I draw with charcoal first? Probably. Let's just draw with charcoal just because I'm illustrating how I draw faces in general. Not like this is like what I taught Brandon's niece this one. So this line down the middle, line like that. I normally do is I draw an eye right in the middle, an eye shape. And that's how I know how far apart to put the other eyes. So there is the eye, there's the eye. And I'm going to smudge this a little. Oh, it doesn't really work. Oh well. So anyway, that's how I knew how far apart to draw the eyes. That's not going to work either. What am I thinking? So there, that's a little bit better. So now I know. And then like in the middle, that's where you normally draw the nose, of course, unless it's like on the side of your face for some reason, like Picasso thought maybe that would be that way. It's a Poltergeist 3 quote. Thank you very much. All right. So put the nose right in the middle, like this. And then the mouth. The mouth is sort of tricky though. I don't always have. Sometimes, because I feel like my mouth even, like, hold on. I feel like my mouth, I do have a chin, but I feel like my mouth for some reason is down further than the average mouth. I could be wrong, but, and I mean, I haven't done a lot of, it's been a while since I did some facial studies. So anyway, try not to make the chin go away when you draw the mouth. That's my advice to you. There is the Old Woman Mountain. Old Woman Mountain. So I'm going to continue with the colors before I go back in there with charcoal. The only reason I did the charcoal is to show you guys how to do it, and then I knew I could cover it up with marker. I hope that was a decent tutorial. Probably the first live tutorial I've done this year. This isn't like finished, but I just think it's like easy. Like I learned how to do that a class I took in 8th grade, and I like with the eye thing. That was like, and I just thought that was genius. Like that is true. Like that's how you know how far apart to place the eyes. Unless there's like people that have eyes too close together, and it drives me nuts. Hopefully that does not offend anybody, but I can't stop looking at you. All right. So now I'm free to just like sketch now that I know where the shape is. So now I can just like do the shadows however I want. Blue and all the colors of the blue. All right. I need eyebrows, eyelids, but it's not very detailed. So it doesn't need to be that good, but eyebrows might be a good idea. Oh gosh, she's not going to be happy. Her whole path is gone. She can't come in here. Nope, you can't. Everybody can see her sticking up from behind there. That's cool. She's trying to come around the other way, get in the way this way. Yeah, I see you. Everybody can see your little whiskers. Yes, I know. Oh, goodness. Please do not adjust your television screens. It's a cat. Watch out. Oh, God. I almost flipped her upside down. Whoopsies. She shouldn't be here, though. She's in the way. I love her so much, but she is in the way. So Brandon and I are going to do like a puzzle battle. I bought some Pokemon puzzles, and we're going to do like a battle. It's unclear if there's anything that's going to be added to this battle to make it a little harder, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. I'm pretty excited for it. It's a 300-piece puzzle. January is National Puzzle Month, in case anybody was curious. So it's one of those things. I always feel like I want to do a puzzle in January. I feel like there's just nothing else to do for some reason. And I like puzzles. It is hard to do a puzzle in my apartment because my cat does like to get in the way. But we may do something about that. I'm going to move her litter box in my bedroom and just like keep her there while we do this because it's too much of a challenge. It's an added challenge, but it's way too much of a challenge. I would do that like with a 100-piece puzzle. I think that's a little bit more fair to have the cat available there because that's just not as hard in general. So that would make it a better challenge. This looks like a freaking Ewok. I'm not looking. I hope that looks like a person. It's supposed to look like an old woman, more or less, in the middle of mountains. Or like, it looks like Chewie if he grew up and became a woman. Not that he's not grown up. One moment, please. Hold on, I'm so sorry. One moment. Oh my God, not what I wanted to do. Where's All right, so we're doing this. Trying to get a few more people in here if possible. If not, it's okay. It is kind of unexpected. I haven't streamed in a while, and I'm sure people were like, maybe she's done. I'm not. I just holidays and stress and everything that was going on. It was a lot, and I just need to chill for a little bit. But I'm back, and I'm trying to do more art in general. I need to get out of my little slump. I need to, I was thinking, I was like, today's technically Tuesday, and usually I do the Shoes Day Tuesday, and I didn't know what to do for a shoe theme because I thought I was going to do something for my mom, but I'm not sure that she still wants it now. So, and her birthday is way too soon for me to start a pair of shoes that I can start a pair of shoes, and if I know the theme and how to do it, that's fine. I can do it within a week. But if I don't, if I'm just playing around, it does take me a little bit longer. So I don't know. I still want to do the design, but I'm not sure if I don't know. I'm just not sure anymore. Who knows? But I have some ideas. I want to do cats on shoes. I kind of want to do I was thinking about another Crayola brand, Crayola shoes. I've done it before. I've just never done them on really good shoes. Fans. I don't have them where I could wear them anymore. So I could do another Crayola design. Hopefully Crayola will have my blessing with that and not try to sue me because I don't do anything. Hi, Mark. Thanks for stopping in. I'm doing Mixed Media Monday on Tuesday because I want to. Happy New Year. So I'm just going to do the backgrounds. I wish I could. That would be nice. I actually did not work today, but and I'm not working that much this week in general because of the new year, but I still don't want to really go back to work tomorrow. I'm not really that thrilled. It's not fun for healthcare workers, in case anybody's curious about January and the insurance starting over. It's not a fun time, but it needs to be done. It's going to happen either way. Yeah, I was very proud to be off today. And I just hibernated with my cat and we read books or a book. I'm trying to finish this book that I'm not enjoying just so I can start a book that I will enjoy. Because my Goodreads thing started over, so I might as well just get started. My goal is 52. Oh God, I can't do snow. I mean, maybe it's fun to look at a little bit, but I just don't. I'm buying a new car this year. I'm actually set to do it because my car failed emissions. So, and I can get it fixed, but it's really old. So I might as well just get a new car. And I've been trying to buy a new car anyway. And that one I would like to have 4-wheel drive, but it's too soon. I don't have a car yet. Please wait until I get a new car. Thank you very much. It's okay. My commute is not very far, so it's not like it's gonna be a big deal, but I just don't want to drive in the snow. It's not my favorite thing to do. But maybe I won't have to work because of snow. It's not normally the case, but a lot of people do cancel because of weather. Yeah, that's true. I appreciate that. So I had to draw mountains and people. So I draw a person as a mountain and mountains. This is actually from a Nickelodeon. It's inspired by the old Nickelodeon show Doug. There was an episode where Patty Mayonnaise drew her grandmother, and everybody thought it was a mountain. That's what this is inspired by. So I'm going to do the rest in charcoal. I don't know if I have the sticks anymore. Yeah, well, that's compressed. Let me see. Oh, that's a stick. Yeah, I like the sticks best. They blend better, blend more easily. So I'm going to put it in the background. Just like smudge it a little, make a little haze. This easel idea just came to me during this stream, so I guess I must still be getting ideas, and I'm not that much in an artistic slump like I thought I was. Oh, I know. It's just, well, it was kind of like that for, I don't know. Like, I feel like I shouldn't complain because like most of December and November was like spring. It wasn't that cold at all. And I haven't even worn my coat very much this year, but so maybe it's time for winter. And literally that does happen in this area. Winter comes usually around January, February, March. So, but it's cold, man. It's cold. Oh, thank you. I think I'm under the like I have this theory that everybody can learn how to draw. It's just like this the thinking and like the creativity that's kind of hard to replicate. But I think learning to draw that's easy enough. But you have to actually be dedicated and committed to it, and it's okay if you and you also got to be like. There's a lot of people that are like they look at something, they're like, this is terrible. I'm not going to start and do it anymore. And I mean, not everybody in the world has to be an artist, but I really do think that if you are committed, you can learn how to draw. But the creativity, knowing how to do a composition, knowing how to start something and see things the way other people don't see it, that's art for me. That's being an artist. I'm gaining this channel is gaining popularity due to my mini ranch shorts. I'm doing a lot of unboxing videos and I'm having a lot of fun with it. And I've been goofing around with it, and my cat's been in there, and my Brandon's dog has been in there, and it's been fun. And hopefully people think I'm funny. I'm trying to improve my presence on YouTube, just my overall ability to entertain. Oh, I like Garfield. I used to draw. I think I drew I tried to draw Garfield when I was younger. I wonder if I can still find that, and I'm sure it looks awful, but I was very excited about it. I liked Garfield a lot. So this was black and blue and white. Those were the colors I had to use. I had to use charcoal and ink. So I'm using charcoal last because you can smudge it, and I didn't want it to, ruin my markers. Stick figures are fun though. You can make them really expressive if you want to. There's nothing wrong with stick figures. There's a lot of people that do like actual really successful cartoons just that are just stick figures, like Cyanide Happiness. They do great little, and they make all kinds of board games, and I'm sure they're billionaires, and it's all stick figures. Isn't it incredible? And the old Keith Harings, of course, stick figures, more or less. At least not very detailed. And what is it? Hyperbole and a Half. That she's done really well. She has really good books, and those are mostly stick figures. All right. So this, I was supposed to draw. If you just join me, I'm doing Mix Me a Monday on Tuesday because I'm insane. I'm not. It's because I wasn't feeling well enough to do it yesterday. So I'm doing it today, and I haven't done it in a while. And I was supposed to draw. I could only use black and blue. I can only use, black, white, and blue. I could only use charcoal and ink. And I was supposed to draw a person and a mountain. And if you guys like, I was sort of inspired by that old show by Doug, like the Nickelodeon show Doug, where Patty Mayonnaise drew her grandmother and everybody thought it was a mountain. That's what I was. This is what inspired me. So I think I'm pretty much done with this one, and I'm going to roll the dice for a new one, if you don't mind. But before we do that, let's take this off of the holder. I'll leave it up for everybody so you don't have to stare at me while I try to put stuff together. There you go. That's what I just did. Let me put the tape down, and then I'll start a new roll. Hello, Angela. Nice. Black and blue is your school's colors. Okay. Sounds kind of violent. Just kidding. I'm just going to tape off a new place to draw things. All right. I don't think this is too short. Oh, okay. That's not bad. But like if I were like in charge of your football team or cheerleading or something, I would say something like, we're going to turn your team black and blue. That'd be fun. Okay, so now we're going to do another roll. This is my new plane. Hold on. Do these. This is what I'm going to draw next, but let's see. First, we have to roll the dice. So 2 subject matters, 2 colors, and then 2 rolls of this, the media. So let's start with the colors. What the heck? Well, let's start with the subject. I usually do. Oh God, let's not drop anything. All right, starting with the subject matter. Try to get in my magic art dice to big money, no whammies. Sorry, I should stop copying him. It's just I've been listening to Brandon a lot. All right, but I just rolled one. This one says people. I don't really want to do another person one, but I guess the dice have spoken. And what is this one? Tree. Okay, tree people. Like a hippie. That's what it reminds me of. Where is the other color? Hello. All right, Susan. Why do you lose things? Hold on. It must be underneath there. Yes, correct. It's like a magic trick. All right, 2 colors. Blue and red. All right. So people and tree. Let me write this down so I don't forget. Tree and people. Tree, people meeting. Tree, people. What is it? Blue and red. And then what kind of media am I using? Charcoal, again, fabulous. What's the other one? It's actually not going to work because I don't have... I guess I could use pastels. Hang on. Let me roll again twice. Okay, that's ink. I can do ink. Markers. Because I didn't get black and white, you see. So charcoal is only black and white. All right, so one more media. No, that's not going to work, people. It's not going to work. Charcoal's not going to work. Oh my God. I'm just going to do it the old-fashioned way. Okay, that's pencils. Okay, so pencils and markers. I can do that. Could be boring, but that's okay. So I could do colored pencils and markers. I can only use blue and red. So let's do some colored pencils. These are watercolor pencils, but I don't have to activate the watercolor if I don't want to. There's red. There's another red. I found some better ones recently, but I guess I'll wait until to drag those back out. Let's see here. Is that blue? I feel like that's a blue-gray, right? I would say it's a blue-gray. It says cool gray. Maybe it's not blue. Might as well just stick with what we know. What's this? It says, doesn't say anything. Oh, violet. That's blue. Not blue, but it's violet. Okay, so purple is what I meant. Purple is what that is. So I guess I don't have any more blues in here. I thought I did. Oh yeah, I do. Duh, Susan. Gosh. That one's sort of a greenish. I'm not sure if that counts. This one, these two should be fine. All right. That one, at least, that one's green. I don't think that's going to work. All right, there's blue. Finally. No, I really thought that was blue. Is it crazy? It looks blue when I look at it. All right, hold on. Susan can't find blue. Susan's blind. Going colorblind, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see. This one's fine. I guess I could use this one for blue. Don't have any more blues, really. Okay, but I can use red as a marker if I want. So what I'm doing, tree and people. So like a hippie, I guess is what comes to mind. I could make a person that's also a tree, but I just did that for a mountain. I feel like that's sort of a cop-out, but you never know. I mean, sometimes people want to be trees. I guess. What am I saying? It's the year just started. I'm trying to make the most of it, see what I can do. So what are we doing? A tree. I like to draw trees. Let's do it vertically if I can, if it'll let me. My easel might not be happy with me about it. It's fine. Okay, so tree and people. So I think, what should I do? Ideas. Let's see here. Let's just make the tree. Should I make the tree trunk red or does it matter? I don't know. I'm doing the tree trunk. Let's just dive in. I really like trees and I like tree swings. So that's what comes to mind first, because tree swings, I just think I'm so weird as an artist generally, but I just think tree swings are beautiful. Like especially the more worn out, the better. Just child captures children. Like, I don't know how to explain it. It captures childhood basically. And it's just like one of the more simpler things that children probably still like to do. And I loved it when I was a kid, so I like to swing a lot. Very particular about the way the swing looks, but I like it. And if I ever had a house, I would try. Even if I don't have any children, I would build like a tree swing in my backyard because it would make me happy to look at. So, just drawing branches. I get a little carried away with trees. I like trees a lot. We can say this is like a regular, it doesn't have to be a winter tree, just like a spring, regular green old tree, green tree. Just, I can only use blue and red. It's going to be like one of those old 3D images. Be fun if I had 3D glasses to make it actually stand out. Hang on, hold on. There we go. Not that I think it would work. I think you have to do it a certain way. So it's coming along. This is, of course, where the branch where the swing is going to be. I'm going to put a child on it or just some sort of human. Thing about trees that I always forget is it's not always like they usually have more branches upon branches. So it's important to just like make it as full as possible by just adding little sticks here and there. I just get so caught up drawing the branches. I think branches are the way that they branch out like that just is so cool. Just like what I said earlier, like basically art is what I define an artist is just somebody who can see things that other people can't. See beauty, see ugliness, see whatever like makes them, inspires them. And some people would say it's just a tree, but other people would say that's actually gorgeous. And I think that's what defines an artist, is just being able to see things differently. Hello, welcome. I'm drawing a tree. The dice told me to. It also told me to draw a person, but I like to draw trees, so I'm drawing a tree first. Okay, so I did that. Let me do like I did colored pencil and marker. Let me try something. I'm just gonna. Should I do like one little tire swing? I was kind of thinking of a tire swing. Tire swings are. It depends on how well it's hanging up there. I like the ones that are. Let me just draw what I like. It's hard to explain. It's easier to draw. Yeah, that'll be fun. I did that last year at the boat ride. It was really fun. But I don't know. We'll see. I hope it's warm enough for the cherry blossoms this year. This is a tire swing. Or like one of those disc swings. I like those too, but I don't see a lot of those anymore. But this one can be a tire swing. I'm supposed to put a person on it. Now I need to remember how to do that. Hold on. Let's do the tire first. It has a hole in the middle, obviously, like a donut. Yeah, that's true. That is true. Climate change is upon us. I'm just like sketching it out. I don't normally draw on easels, so bear with me, but I wanted to try and see if it was better angle, and I think it is. So kids, they like to sit on, this is defying gravity right now. It's not going to work, but maybe it'll work. But usually it'll tip over. So I'm going to draw just like the shoulders. This is like a general body. So kids holding on as much as possible, but also like kind of free, like, wee, I could do whatever. I didn't mean to give them 2 arms. I'll go over it. I'll just like go over with pen, make it more solidified. But this is like a person on a tree swing, which is a tire swing. Okay, so the tire needs to be thicker, of course. I just needed to set the person down before I figured out how big I wanted the tire to be. I like tire swings. I don't like it when they're hanging up. I like them better when they're, you can add more people on the swing this way. Okay, let me try and do a marker, just make this person look like a person. And then I'm going to do some more details with the colored pencil and add some shadow for the trees too. Let's say she has a ponytail behind her or something and it's just like flying in the breeze. Maybe a pigtails. She's kind of got, she's a rebel, okay? She doesn't hold on like she should. But that's okay. We all got to have that. It's a rite of passage. All children need to figure out their center of gravity. The alarm is really, really long, but oh well. It doesn't need to be super detailed. I say that to myself every time I mess up. So just so I feel better about it when I mess up, basically. Just draw like a general face. Doesn't have to be very detailed, just so everybody knows it's a person and not just some random shadow figure. Ghost. It could be a ghost. Ghosts were people too once. Maybe, supposedly. As the legend goes. So that's a tire swing. On a tree. I was supposed to draw a person and a tree. That was what the dice said. So that's what's happening here. Couldn't just draw anybody. Yeah, Casper the Friendly Ghost. I like him. I like him a lot. Turn around a little bit. I'm trying to set her down. Looks like she's floating, but I mean, when you're swinging, it looks like you're floating, right? That's how I'm gonna justify that. Okay, so I did that in pen, but I'm going to do a little bit more in marker with the blue, just to make it have more shadow, more depth. This is just legs, but you can't see your feet below, which is a shame. I like to have. That's okay. Okay, so it's a child or something. It's a human, and they're swinging on their tire swing. That's what it's supposed to be anyway. I'm gonna give her a little shirt, or at least like just a different color than the tire. I want her to be a different color than the tire, basically. There's that. Yeah. Not my finest person drawing, but this makes me a Monday, everybody. It's just the way it is. I realize it's Tuesday, don't worry. But I read this meme, and it says basically that January is the Monday of all the months, and I couldn't agree more. So it's every day is Monday, at least in January. Okay, so now I have that, and I'm going to. Don't I not have a red marker? I thought I. Hold on. Oh, why didn't I get out a red marker? Duh. All right, so let's get out my red marker and draw some details on this tree. And colored pencil, don't let me forget. Well, I did use a little bit, but I'd like to use some more. I hope everybody had a good holiday and had a happy New Year. My New Year's was okay. I'm old though. We're old. We're getting old, man. It's hard to stay up till midnight anymore. But I did it. Bought an expensive bottle of champagne and enjoyed that. And we had a New Year's breakfast with Britta's grandmother, and that was fun. Mimosas, which I love. I love mimosas. I would have a mimosa every day for the rest of my life if I could. I hope you guys like the new setup. I think it's going to draw people in better because they see art immediately rather than somebody's hand. And I don't know. I like it. I never considered this before this stream. I'm pretty happy that I suddenly had this great idea. Why don't I draw it vertically? The reason I don't think of it is I don't draw this way, but it's fun. It's fun to experiment with new positions sometimes. Oh God, Susan, why did you say that? Oh, did you? I turned on that for a little bit. I was flipping back and forth. We saw Anderson and Andy for a little bit, and that was a fun one. In terms of Freudian slips, that takes the cake. Oh, nice. Oh God, I just dropped it. All right. It was surprised I don't have any dark blue colored pencil. I might, but I was afraid it might be purple, and I didn't want to cheat to people. But that's okay. It's all right. I think I'm going to stop with this for now. So it's supposed to be, I was supposed to draw a person, I was supposed to draw a tree, and I drew a person on a tire swing in a tree. I was supposed to only use the colors red and blue and colored pencil and marker. So that's what that is. And let's do a new roll. We'll do the Tootsie Roll. All right. I need to grab my tape. I just fell and I need to go grab it. Hang on. Sorry, I'm going to put this back up there while I tape my other canvas just so you can critique my art. You're permitted. It's okay. I take criticism pretty decently in terms of art, not in general, not really, but I try. But in art, I'm not usually offended. Okay. Almost there. Okay. There we go. All right. New topic. All right. Let's put that there. I'm going to put, oh, this is not completely okay. Dice. Sorry. Didn't mean to. All right. Let's not do another person. No offense. I just can't. It's hard. But let's try. Let's try. It doesn't mean that I can't do it. I just think it's difficult. Wild animal and a mountain. All right. We can work with that. A wild animal and a mountain. I think I've done that before. Wild. Okay, so colors. That's blue and red again. Do we want blue and red again, or should I do? I want to do a different. Let me just try one more time. Yellow and green. Okay, I can work with that. Yellow, green, and now the media. Hopefully this will actually, I might end up at the top on. Markers again. Let's see what else we got. Pastels. Okay, I got pastels and markers. Cool. Markers are first. And it's got to be a wild animal and a mountain. Gotcha. We are okay with this. Yeah. Blue and red, yeah. Blue and red is my high school colors. All right. But yellow and green are yours? I think that's what, yeah. So I'm going to do yellow and green. I can do markers and pastels. I'll do the pastels second because they are, the ones I use are oily. So they sit on the surface versus markers, which lay more flat. I don't know how else to explain that. So that's what I'm doing. So here's some green and some yellow. Green. Let's get some materials out. Yellow. This one's more orange. Let's just do yellow. Let's do. Are these? They're watercolor crayons. Not the same thing. Okay. Yellow. I need another green. I think this is green. This is green. Okay. Here we go. Yellow and green. What am I doing again? A mountain and a wild animal? Okay. And who says that the wild animal has to be something that you see on a mountain, you know? Like, does it have to? I don't think it does. I think I could put a giraffe on a mountain if I want to. And you know what? I might. I just might. It is a wild animal. More or less. All right. So let's start with mountains. Like a whole mountainscape. Hold on. The giraffe. Oh yeah, cool. I like giraffes. They're just so peaceful. I want to feed one this year. I've done it before, but it's been a long time. You can go to the Baltimore Zoo and feed them. You can go other zoos and feed them. It's fun. Last year, I fulfilled my dream of seeing a capybara in real life. So let's continue with adding more animal dreams to my list, my New Year's resolution list. Mountains. Yeah, that's where I saw it. I was so happy. I had no idea they had capybaras, and when I saw it, I was like, I bolted. I'm like, I gotta go see the capybara. Hang on. I was very happy to have to see them. I love them. I've been trying to do capybara art, but I can't. Like it, every time I draw a capybara, it doesn't look as adorable to me as the actual animal does. So I'm trying to figure out how to position it and what to do with it, and so that's another project for this year, I think. I would like to see Yogi Bear, but I didn't think that he was a real bear. I could put him in here, I guess. All right. I think I need a reference image for a giraffe or any animal for that matter. Hold on. Sorry, one moment, please. My parents found a fox in their backyard last week. Pretty fun. He was just chilling. Wow, what's he doing? G-I-R-A. What is a giraffe woman? All right. That's what came up first. Giraffe woman. I don't know what a giraffe woman is, but I know what a giraffe is. Hey, boo boo. All right. Let me squeeze that over so I can see the chat. There we go. All right. Let me make sure it's on camera. Yep. Okay. All systems go for my current giraffe. He's going to chill in the mountains, or she. I don't know. I don't think that the National Zoo has giraffes anymore. I think they got rid of their giraffes. Although I feel like they could get them back since they don't. Do they have pandas? I don't think they have pandas anymore. And anyway, I'm assuming they got rid of them because they take up a lot of space, and they weren't really the tourist type of thing. So, but I like giraffes. Plus, they live in Africa, so maybe it was too cold for them. I don't know. It's hard to house a really tall animal like that. I'm going to assume it's for good reasons. Should I draw the giraffe first? Oh, well. I think they do too. I'm pretty sure. Can't remember. So happy about the capybara. I just pretty much did not consider all the other animals, but I think they do. Giraffe in the mountains? What? Susan, that's not something that happens in real life. Do I look like I care? This is art. This isn't real life. Okay, so there we go. Giraffe in the mountains. Because, I mean, what would you do if you're a giraffe? Would you, like, try to climb a mountain? Because, I mean, I would, because I feel like I would already be halfway there since I'm very, very tall. So I'd be like, let me just continue. That's just my opinion. Draw some makeshift spots. Giraffes have tails too. Long ones. Okay, let's put some yellow in here before I forget that I can also use yellow. Giraffes are kind of yellow, yellowish, brownish. Kind of like the way the green and the yellow mix. Nice. I want to put yellow in the foreground, green in the background. I'm supposed to draw, for this one, when I rolled, I drew a wild animal. I drew a giraffe because that's what I wanted to draw. And I was also supposed to draw mountains. And you don't see giraffes in mountains. It's true. But I was just saying that if I were a giraffe, I think I wouldn't feel badly about, I would like to climb a mountain just because it's taller than me, and I feel like not many things are. So it would be a good challenge for a giraffe. I ordered something to be delivered today, and the driver took a picture of my food, and I swear, like, he either raised his arms up high, or that man was 8 feet tall. And what are you doing doing Uber Eats, buddy? Why don't you go and play some basketball or something? My goodness. It was taken at an interesting angle. It was different. So I'm just gonna put yellow down as much as I want, and then I'll go over the shadow parts with green. And this is all marker, but I'm gonna do pastels in a moment. But marker has to go down first for obvious reasons. The reasons being pastel is oily pastels, so they sit on the surface. Can't draw a marker over top of pastels, but you can draw a pastel over top of marker. tomorrow is Wednesday. Should I dare do like another mixed media Monday on Wednesday, or should I do? I was thinking about doing a painting since I have this set up. I kind of like the way this is set up. I might do just like a generic painting. I don't know what to paint though. Somebody can throw out some ideas if you like, or I can use the art dice. Shouldn't be a problem. My mom got me these little wooden cubes. She got at the dollar store. She said I could paint on them and like make a puzzle. It would be 4 puzzles because when you flip them, it's anyway. It's an interesting idea. I might try that for YouTube also. It's pretty creative. I could paint Garfield. I haven't drawn Garfield in a long time. I'll have to figure out how to draw him again. He is cute. I can paint mini brands books. Been doing a lot of those unboxing videos. Just draw some books or like a bookshelf to put it on. That would be kind of cute. Brandon already did a 3D print of a bookshelf, which I showed earlier. And if you want, you can go back and see my unboxing shorts. The last 2 have the bookshelf in them. I'm going to continue to showcase it until it's sold. Okay, so that's good for yellow. Let's just go back and do some green. Well, the pastels are going to have to go back over the giraffe horns because I did not think of that. Should have done maybe yellow in the background, but I wanted it to be green. Green Ridge Mountains. It even looks like pyramids, but they're supposed to be mountains. Oh well. Doesn't matter. I'm not picky about what you see. I could do Bugs Bunny. That'd be cute. What's up, Doc? I don't get a lot of requests for those old Looney Tunes cartoons. I wish I did. They're adorable. It's all Disney these days. Sigh. It's a brush tip, so that's why I'm holding the brush this way. I mean, the marker this way, because it's more effective. Plus, my hand keeps falling asleep. Good old carpal tunnel. Fun, 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 fun. So I'm just drawing, I'm doing the foreground ones, the darker green, and the backgrounds are going to be lighter. do a lighter green in the background. What is this green? Is it darker? I don't remember. No, it's not. It's lighter. Okay, good. So these look like mountains that are, covered in green grass, which is fine. They also kind of look like trees, but it's not my fault if they look like trees. The dice are the ones that said, the dice told me to use green, so that's what I'm using green for. Okay. So I just want to kind of set the giraffe down on something like a surface. So I don't want it to be too yellow out of nowhere. Maybe some grass down here. Happy little trees. I was thinking about doing one of those scraper paintings tomorrow, possibly. Just like as a sort of a tutorial or like just for fun. Show you what you can do with it. I was going to do like birthday candles. My mom's birthday is coming up. I could do a card. But there's that. All right, so let's go and do pastels now. I've already done plenty of marker. I can only use yellow and green though, just FYI. So there's my pastels. Let's see here. I'm going to use green. I want to do, is this a yellow? I guess, oh, this is a yellow. There we go. Where's the yellow? I want to make sure the horns are on there because the horns disappeared when I colored in the background. And that's not cool for giraffes to have no horns. The dinosaur horns are huge. They're too big, but oh well. I should have done the spots a little bit darker. Whoopsies. Actually, let's go back in and do that before we start. With the pastel. I like to go to the zoo in colder months because nobody's ever there. And also because there are certain animals that don't mind the cold. One of them being like the snow leopard, the polar bear. They're out. They're hanging out. They say hello. So there's a reason the zoos are open year round. So it's a good little trip, and you can walk around and enjoy yourself, enjoy the animals. Might just do that pretty soon. I like Daffy Duck too. He spits. He's like a camel, but he's a duck. So I'm going to do like a yellow sort of a background, but the thing about pastels is you don't have to do it exactly, guys. It just still makes it like a little, I don't know how to describe this. It just makes like a little hazy type of impression. And whereas if you use marker back there, you would have to, I think I would have to color it all in because otherwise it wouldn't give the impression of color. It would just show up as not finished. But pastels have that texture to it, so it's easier. Just throw it in the back. A lot of people prefer markers to crayons, especially kids when they're growing up, because markers have more coverage. Crayons have like texture and you can't get it as dark as you want. I get it, but that's exactly why I like crayons. It's more so like as opposed to markers. It's just I like the texture of it. But when I was a kid, I did color really, really hard. I wanted to make sure it was as bold as possible. When I wanted something to be blue, I wanted it to be really blue. You grow up, you learn to embrace texture, usually. Yeah, the 24 pack, or what, not 64 pack. I'm sorry, 24 pack. Goodness, Susan. Call yourself a Crayola fanatic. 64 pack with the built-in sharpener. All right, I think I pretty much exhausted this one. I was supposed to draw a wild animal. This is a giraffe. I was supposed to draw mountains. These are mountains. I didn't have to draw a giraffe. It was just like one of those things where I was like, a wild animal. This is the first thing that comes to mind. So that's why I did that. Let me leave the giraffe up here while I prep a new page. I think I have one more in me tonight, and then I'm going to stop. But hang on, let me put him back up there so you guys can admire him and wish you were there with him or her. I don't know. I'm not in the business of gendering giraffes or misgendering them. Yep, that's the one. Everybody remembers that one. A while ago, Carla made an ornament that was in a knot of that. It was the 64 pack with the built-in sharpener, and it was a Hallmark ornament. I have that somewhere. Very beautiful. 2019 or something they made that. Okay, so draft be gone. New canvas. New dice roll. All right, let's see what we can do. Should I just roll it all at once? I feel like I should just roll it all at once. So we're all in here. What do we get? Red fish, watercolor, rainbow, green. Actually, that worked out pretty well. I got more of a variety than I have in a long time just by doing it all at once. It's almost a conspiracy. Red, green, so Christmas. But I also have to draw a rainbow and a fish with watercolor, and what else? And what is the other media? Nope, that's also watercolor. Need another watercolor. Markers again? Really? Are we sure? All right, I'll do it. Markers, watercolor. I feel like I should do watercolor first. So red and green, got it. You got it, dude. Red and green, here's already green. Markers and watercolor, you got it. Red marker. That is another red marker. Okay. And then let's move these. And let's get out our watercolors. I found watercolors. I wasn't sure if I wanted to use these yet, but I did find some liquid watercolors, or the ones that come in the tube recently. So I might think about using that maybe tomorrow. I don't know. I'm trying to think. I'd rather just stick with what I know for now. No offense. It's just one of those things. But I will use that pretty soon. I was thinking about using it in like a scraper painting or something. That would be fun. But for now, let's just start with, so what did I say? It was going to be, I draw a rainbow and a fish. So I'm assuming it's all I can think of is that Rainbow Fish children's book. But so I don't really have a background to start with. So let's just do like a wash of green or something in red. Let's do a wash of green first. Or maybe I should do a rainbow type of wash. trying to do like, it's hard to paint watercolors on vertically, so this may drip down, and I'm okay with that because it doesn't have to be perfect, but just warning you. So I'm doing like a little sort of a rainbow sky in the background, but I can only use red and green, so it's going to be a limited rainbow. So I'm trying to make it more concentrated so it's like a gradient kind of a thing. When you can't make a rainbow of colors, you make a rainbow of gradient. Okay. I'm looking forward to all the rainbows I'm going to see this year. I love rainbows. I love to see them, and I have a pretty good view from my balcony usually. Except they're building a new condo right across from me, so I might not have the best view anymore. Hopefully I will. Hopefully it won't destroy it completely. All right, so we're doing, it's sort of like a rainbow, like I'm trying for a rainbow. I'm doing like a red background, and then I'm going to do like a green rainbow in the middle. And then I'll try and draw a fish on top somewhere, just out of nowhere. Fish out of water. No, I'll figure it out. All right, so now let's do green. Let's do like a lighter green to start with. It's going to bleed into the other one, but that's okay. It's part of the fun of watercolor. I might just, let me see what I can do here. Can't decide what I'm doing anymore. Watercolor is hard. You have to really plan ahead, and I'm not doing that right now. But let's just have fun. Let's just go with it. Roll with it. So I'm trying to make it like a sort of a background type of thing, because fish generally, they're in water usually. At least every fish that I've ever met has been in water, unless they're dead, and then they're not in water. But I digress. Actually, sometimes when they're dead, they're still in water. They just get flushed down the toilet. Poor little guys. Sorry, I'm trying to make this bottom half a little bit of water. And I'm going to do that with a darker green. All right, so darker green down here. That's not working. Let's do a darker green, more concentrated. Whoa, that's too much water. It's better. Too much water in the water. Ha ha ha. There we go. If it looks too watery, I think that's okay since it's water. This is a hard one actually to make. Every time I get rainbow with a limited palette, that's always a difficult one. But to say that it's a rainbow and a fish, I'm like, okay. And I could have done that children's book, but then it wouldn't be a rainbow fish because it's only going to be red and green. So I'm going to make it a background with some water in it. It's like waves are choppy. The current is very choppy today. Maybe I'll be like salmon when they're jumping out of the water. All right, we are almost done covering, and then I can go back with markers. But first, we need to dry this. So let us dry. Hold on, I gotta get my magic tool. This isn't working well. I need it to be flat, but it's okay. Hold on, let me do this. Sorry. Actually, while we wait for that to dry, I'm going to show some people who hadn't seen it before my new bookshelf, my Mini Brands mini bookshelf that was produced 3D printed by Brandon. And hold on, I can't get it to work. It was better before when they were light. Okay, hold on. So yeah, it spins. It holds all of my books and it spins. There's like a slight flaw, but I'm not really that pressed about it. It's just like they stay in there, but if you want to transport someplace else, you should probably take the books out first. But it spins and you can look at all your collection. It's a very, very cool design. Very proud of it. I think he's very proud of it, and we're going to try and sell them. So thank you for looking at that, even though that wasn't really the best shadow, but I tried. Okay. So this is dry more or less. Let us do some, what am I doing? A fish and a rainbow. So let's make sure that there is a rainbow here. So rainbow to me is just that semicircle type of thing. Of course, it's all about the colors, but we can only use red and green. So this is the rainbow. It's a pseudo rainbow. It's a sad rainbow. Christmas spirit, still in the Christmas spirit rainbow. And I need some fish. And then, so like, let's do like a little, oh God, let's do like a little school of fish down here, maybe. Just like, doesn't have to be anything amazing, but I'm supposed to put fish and a rainbow. Just doing the waves of the water. Waves of the water. Make another line that represents a rainbow up here, just so it's more defined, I guess. I don't know, it's supposed to be a rainbow, so this is probably the saddest one I've gotten so far. It's just red and green are opposites, so they don't really blend well together. They're like opposites on the color wheel. They're complementary colors, so they're not supposed to blend well, so therefore it doesn't really work for a rainbow. It's unfortunate that I got those, but I'm sure the universe wanted to challenge me. I would have preferred it to be red, I think, but that's okay. Trying to make it stand out a little bit more. It's a sad rainbow. All right. I don't think I can make it any better than it already is. It's terrible. But I was supposed to do a rainbow and fish. I was supposed to do only red and green, and I can only use watercolor and markers. And as I just explained, it's unfortunate that I got rainbow with complementary colors, 2 complementary colors, because you can't really blend complementary colors. They're supposed to, literally, it's supposed to be blended as black if you mix equal parts together. That's what a complementary color is. So this is a very sad picture. I am not happy with it, but that's one I did. I think I'm going to stop. That would be my last one. So I'm just going to recap what I did. Of course, we all know about the sad rainbow fish picture. The first one I did, I can only use the colors blue, black, and white. I was supposed to draw a person and mountains. I drew a person in the middle of a bunch of mountains. It's inspired by a Nickelodeon cartoon, in case you were curious. And I think I did a decent job on that. I used charcoal and markers. So that was all I could use for that. That's that one. This one, I can only use markers. I got markers throughout the entire, that's weird. Okay, so I can only use markers and colored pencils. I can only use the colors blue and red. I was supposed to draw a person and a tree. So I drew a person on a tire swing that is hanging from a tree. Pretty proud of this one. It's fine. When I was drawing the person, I'm like, oh God, this isn't working, but I think it looks decent. It's a sketch. It's not like a serious, let's sell this type of piece. Now, this one is probably my favorite one that I did this evening. I was supposed to draw a wild animal and mountains, and I can only use the colors yellow and green. I'm not a Packers fan, but maybe some of you are. I don't know what a giraffe would do on a football field, but I shudder to think. So anyway, so there is a giraffe with mountains in the background, and he's just walking along. He's just enjoying himself. And I can only use pastels and markers. So that's pastels back here. Pastels to emphasize his horns. Pastels a little bit on there, and the rest is marker. So thank you guys very much for joining me. Once again, I'm going to show off this bookshelf because we're very proud of it. And I've been doing a lot of mini brands openings on YouTube as shorts. So it's been going pretty well. I have a lot. I only need 8 more to complete the series. And this is series 1. I'm pretty sure, not positive, but I'm pretty sure that there's going to be a series 2. I think because it's just way too popular. I can't imagine that the company wouldn't do it. So anyway, that is my bookshelf. My white whales that I've had. Let me see. I'll show you guys what my favorite ones are. I love this one, this Clueless book. That was such a good find. It's so cool. And like every one of them have, like, you can look at them, they have like words inside. The first couple pages, I believe, are readable. The rest are, it's always just supposed to be an excerpt. It's not the entire book, but I'm just showing you that's what's in here. And it's just really fun to look at. This one was the one I wanted the most. It's the Mean Girls Burn book. The Burn book is a notebook, if you guys saw the movie. So it's just notebook paper inside, but I love that. That's so cool. I don't know if you guys can even see it. It's just so fun. It's so much fun. I am a big fan of the Goosebumps books also that I have. This one is Deep Trouble. It's just like the Goosebumps font, and then like it happens again on the inside. Like there's the title page, and You see the one you can read it. It comes with magnifying glasses. Some of them do. So you can get out your magnifying glass and read it if you want to. So yeah, I'm very, very proud of my collection. I always want to do something unboxing-ish, and I wasn't sure what to do. And I'm happy I found the Mini Brands books because that's my new little favorite hobby. January is National Hobby Month. So I happy. This is the only one of the Colleen Hoovers that I can get. There's 2 Colleen Hoovers. Oh, there's a bookmark in here. I couldn't find this bookmark. I didn't think I had it anymore. I still have it. Yoo! I'm glad I still have that. I'll just tuck that back in there. So yeah, we're very happy with it, and we're going to continue to improve this design and sell it ASAP. So anyway, thank you guys so much for joining. If you like what you see, please go ahead and like and subscribe. Make sure you tune in tomorrow for my next short when I do another Mini Brands opening. And hopefully I'll do another stream. Also, I haven't decided yet, but it's technically it's work in progress Wednesday. Since I did this easel setup, I'm pretty happy with it. And I think I might do like a painting on easel, something like that. We'll see what happens. I do work tomorrow, but so it'd have to be a late night stream. But otherwise, everything's going fine. Everything's going well. So thank you for joining, and I will see you next time. Bye.